Good morning, Jim, otherwise known as PenSloth here. I've got another paper here. This is Kin Kaku Den. Again, it's from Yamamoto, excuse me. I'm going to say something right up front. I have feelings about this paper. My wife says Jim can make anything weird. I'm probably going to be weird when it comes to this paper, so forgive me in advance. Bear with me. Just remember, I like paper. So, Kin Kaku Den is interesting. It was originally made by Sakamoto Paper Industries. They closed in 2018. It is not clear to me from the description from Yamamoto whether this paper is still available or will still be available if there's a supply to run out. If it runs out, I'm going to be incredibly sad. This is, to me, probably the most perfect letter writing sheet of paper I've ever encountered, period, bar none. Yeah, it's exquisite. They don't list the weight of this paper, but I'm going to say it's somewhere around 24 to 28 pound as we measure it here in the States and I guess in Europe as well. Or maybe not in Europe. Anyway, Sakamoto made this paper as a washi style that could accept offset printing. In fact, it's actually used by the Washi Museum for pamphlets and entry tickets, and also typically used by Buddhist monks for writing out prayers. It's okay, so here we go. It's a creamy off-white. It has two distinct sides. You've got a slightly toothy, mostly smooth front. The reverse is almost feathery. It's got a distinct texture, and at first you might not think I could write on that, but yes, absolutely you can. You really can't see it here, but it has got what you would call in European papers a laid texture, which is, very, very faint lines and almost a grid on the back from the thing the paper was made on when it dried. Forgive me. I haven't had my second cup of coffee yet, which means this is going to get weird, like I said. So what we've got, fine, preppy green ink mixed with a little bit of black. So I'm not even remotely lying here or exaggerating. I've got feelings for this paper. You definitely get shading, which is fantastic. I know you love that. Chances are I love it as well. Mike Conway Stewart. This is a European fine, which of course is not a Japanese fine. Yeah, apparently I forgot to re-ink him. That's embarrassing. It would be Yamadori. I could start this video over again, but that would mean I'm wasting the sheet of paper, and I'm sorry, I only have 3 sheets left, so wasting it is not going to happen. Bear with me. You can cope, I can cope. I'm adding a new pen into this, Omas Bologna, because Omas nibs are particularly wet. I don't remember what ink is in this. It's a medium, but let's see how this paper takes my big Italian. Ah, I remember what this is. Diamine, presidential blue. Again, you've got your shading. How it handles the color is really amazing. The toothiness gives your lines a little bit more life than you might get otherwise. Yeah, like I said, I have feelings for this paper. It's really difficult not to get emotional. On Yamamoto's site and their Etsy, once they're back into shipping, they list this paper as being available. I think it's about $8 for 50 sheets. As soon as they're shipping again, I'm buying some, okay? Straight up. This paper is my precious, and I don't mean just any precious. I mean my precious. We love it. Don't take it from us. No. Yeah, that kind of precious. I really can't say enough about how lines look on this. I also can't say enough about how my pens are malfunctioning this morning. Y'all are stinkers. Making me look silly. I still love you, though. You're good pens. As usual, if this is working properly, it's one of the pens I would use to see how a paper misbehaves. But because it's being a jerk, I can't really do that right now. So, like I was saying, I apologize in advance. There is another pen I can add to this that's kind of wet. It's my old Pilot Varsity. And this is medium-ish. Okay, just, yeah. The line isn't ultra crisp. It's got that lovely I wrote this by hand feel. I'm just going to wax rhapsodical. So, as usual, Pilot Parallel, nitrogen. I think I'm running out of ink on this one too. But like I said, I don't care that I'm running out of ink on some stuff because I'm not wasting this paper until I can get some more. And even then, I'm not going to waste it. I will worship it. I will want it in my life probably until I die, or at least as long as I can get it from someone. So if you have this paper and I want it, I'm not going to say I'll mug you, but, you know, we'll negotiate. I might make you a nib. I might beg. I might make strange, passionate noises. And you might just give me your paper to shut me up. So Kabetama nib, approximately 9 millimeters. Monteverde Smoked Noir, and another Monteverde ink that I've forgotten and can't yet identify. It's ultra wet. If it's going to, soak through a paper, you'll know here. So, oh God. I even love the noise. Honest to God. Let me see if I can get you down here a little further so you can actually really look at the line quality a little better and how it handles the ink. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to write more. Excuse me. Sloth says. So, I was saying the test has two sides. Just for giggles, first of all, let's find out what kind of bleed through we get. Some ghosting, but very, very little actual bleed through. You can use this double-sided. I want to show you what happens when you do. I'm going to use, let's see, something that's actually got ink in it, right? We'll go with the Bologna and then the Kabetama. What's really interesting is how the ink is actually more prominent on this side. You definitely get your shading. But yeah, I'm serious. Just look at that, will you? All right. I can hear you somewhere in the background going, shut up and stop being so damned enthusiastic. I can't help it. Really, I can't. Yeah, what the hell? Nothing in particular. Oh. It's daytime. One of the few kanji I remember. Now for happy fun times. Oh my goodness. This side might be better than the other side for this. Sorry. I'm making it weird. Okay. That's really, 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 really gorgeous shading. It's almost light duty watercolor-ish in how it's handling things. Okay, so the last thing we're going to look at before I make it weirder is, do you get sheen? Answer, yes. But it's very interesting, almost sparkly, because of how the raised areas of the paper hold the sheen up, while the lower parts actually seem to suck it down a bit, so you get a much more sparkly sheen than you might otherwise get, which is really gorgeous. How about this side? Less sheen. Wrong nib. Unseals are easier when you're left-handed. I'm doing that because it's harder to judge the sheen there. A little more concrete. Yeah, this is going to sheen better. You can already see it coming up. A little bit more for me than for you with the camera, but it's there. So, in closing, don't buy this paper so I can buy it. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say on that. Mine. Precious. Love it. Need it in my life. Want to be friends with it. Take it home. Put it in a special place. Remember that I studied Kenjutsu at some point back in the mists of time. I defend this with my life and with my sword. Thank you, Bert, from Bertram's Inkwell, for giving me this sample package so I'd have something to spend money on. And Yamamoto paper, excuse me, please keep having this made, keep stocking it, make the world a more beautiful and peaceful place. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and stay safe out there because people are still getting sick. Stay home, buy some really great paper, write some letters to people, test out your nibs, test out your ink, have penanigans, have a great time. Talk to you soon.